real men use column shifters.
I mean, it's a truck. Trucks need to have column shifters and V8s. This has both.
Welcome back to another Texas Truck Channel episode.
Yes.
And I'm Brian.
And I'm Craig.
And that's our new truck.
There we go.
Okay. Pour one out for the Ranger. She gone. Actually, she's right over there, but she's gonna be gone by the time you watch this video. And this is our new truck, and it's really gonna be my truck more than our truck. I mean, we're gonna use it for the show. Greg can use it where he needs to use it, but the reality is this is gonna be my daily going forward. And part of the reason why, and we can turn around, Greg, and show him, my beloved beater has reached beater status. And I'm a dad, and I've got kids, and I've got baseball games and crap that I just can't be late to because this thing's hemorrhaging oil. I need to have a daily that's not a turbocharged 20-year-old Mustang or a 17-year-old tired Land Rover. So in comes the wife's request, reliable daily for dad, and that's what we have, Craig. This is a 2019 Ford F-150 with a Coyote, which is the most important part. It's four-wheel drive, it's the XLT, and it's got the 302A package, which means it has some niceties to it. This is not a work truck, it's on an XL. I think of this as dad's truck.
I'd say the perfect spec.
I like it. The King Ranch in the Lariat is Grandpa's truck when he's retired and he's got some coin to do it with. This is dad's truck. It's got nothing to prove and ready for anything. So let's get into it real quick. Being the 302A package and non-Lariat trim, we do have the chrome grille because it's XLT, and we have the chrome bumper, which I honestly wasn't crazy about when I got it. Now I kind of love it.
I think it's great.
You have separate detached and divorced fog lights down here, which you know I'm a huge fan of that, Craig. This is the 13th generation F-150, and I think it's really handsome. I really do. The 12th generation kind of just didn't talk to me very well. I was fine with it, but it was fine. I think this is handsome. I like the way this looks. Now, if we were gonna go the bro route and make it look cooler like that, we'd probably ditch the chrome. It's possible that happens one day, but I kind of love, at least for the time being, the blend-in ability of this.
Oh, yeah, you can park anywhere in this thing.
This thing with an orange cone in the bed, you can park wherever you want because they think you're working on the site and you're gonna solve a problem for them. They're not telling you.
You can probably drive on anyone's property with this thing. You don't need OnX because you can just drive on it and no one would ask you a question.
Well, look, the Ranger started that way and then we made it look cool and we lost that.
Right.
So I'm on the edge. Do we do a ketchup mustard stripe on this? I don't know. For now, I'm gonna keep it invisible because I kind of love that. I've got a noisy red race car for that. I don't even be obnoxious. We have conventional headlights. We don't have the LED pod things that are in here. Now this happens to have aftermarket LED headlights, which aren't very good. So we're gonna talk to Lasfit about that and get those upgraded because these seem dimmer than halogens, but. All right guys, I need to pause this episode real quick to tell you about today's sponsor. That's right, Lasfit LED. And these aren't just any generic bulbs. These are made specifically for our truck. So why that matters is that aftermarket LED bulbs on these headlights don't cool very well, and it's kind of a problem. That's where Lasfit came in with their DC Pro set, and these are designed with specific cooling for this application. Dual ball bearing fans on each bulb. Oh baby. Look how big this fan is on the actual LED. Here's the factory back dust cover that goes in the back of the headlight housing. Doesn't allow any cooling effect, which is how these things burn out. So because this fan is running, it's pushing air out, it's keeping the lights cool at all times, and it's keeping dust out of the housing. And just look at how beefy these are. Unreal. And it's even offset to fit. This is gonna be your low beams. I just can't believe how custom these housings are. It's worth every bit to get something that's catered to your vehicle. And one thing I wanna point out is how focused these are. For a halogen bulb housing, these aren't blinding everywhere. You can see off sight, not that bright, and you get in focus and it's just blinding, right? So that's nice so that you're not blinding those on the road around you because that's just honestly inconsiderate. And cheapo LEDs are what do that. These don't. If you want to score a set for yourself, check out the link below to save some off your order. Now, back to the episode. Coming on the side, we do have chrome recovery points because this is an FX4 and it's a truck.
It's a truck.
Yeah, and we also have a belly skid plate. We are talking to Rival about their package. It turns out they have a full aluminum skid plate package with this truck, which I think it needs. The transmission pan is completely exposed on this. And I'll be honest with you, I'm nervous with the hill test because of that, which we are doing in this episode. So stay tuned. Come on down the side, Craig. We do have, along with the 302A package, 18-inch chrome boys down here, which
I love it.
They're growing on me. But stay tuned, those are definitely changing because I think I'm going to want a little more off-road flair with this truck, just a pinch. mostly because these highway tires, which are Summit HT2s from Trail Climber.
What are they, Summits or Trail Climbers?
Well, the Trail Climbers and the
Trail Climber
the
brand,
model.
Trail Climber Summits or Summit Trail Climbers?
Well, they're Trail Climbers, and the Summit HT2 is the model of tire.
I wonder if they're hill climbers.
We're gonna find out in a minute.
Okay.
It's coilover in the front, and it's been, look, these trucks are really good.
They're dialed in.
Basically from 11 and up, it's hard to buy a bad 150. They're really, really dialed in. Powertrain's got really good. Now, you get the XLT badging right here. You get a nice big mirror. I want to show this real quick, Craig. It has the bubble in the corner, which Ford was doing such a good job on in all their cars.
They even had it like on focuses and stuff.
Right, and now they just kind of quit doing them.
What happened?
Like our Ranger doesn't have them. That's baloney.
Pennies.
It's pennies. This is really good. It is heated, but it is not power folding.
Oh no, what are you gonna do, Brian?
Probably just leave them where they are. So that's where we're at. And more importantly, Craig, I was looking at a lower trim truck, and I'm not exaggerating. The biggest deciding point was this. It didn't have this. And this is from the era that this is integrated. It's not glued on the door, locked.
Yes.
Don't show the people, Craig. Unlocked again. I love that. And it locks all four doors and the tailgate. Now, it does have these big chrome side steps.
For the wife.
For the wife.
Or are they going in the trash? Stay
tuned.
tuned.
I can't trash them on this one, Craig, because she wants them. But those might become Raptor steps later.
Okay.
Because my problem with these is when I get in, I don't want the step for me. And then I've now got to get around it. It's just in the way.
Yeah.
The Raptor step, the way it's positioned, has always worked better for me.
On the hill, we're going to see how much we like them or not.
Well, for right now, they're going to be hill guards. Look at this.
Yes.
Capless system, how I like it, but look at this. This is the first full E85 functional vehicle I've ever owned.
Okay.
And rumor has it, E85 is equivalent to 101 octane. And it does have twin independent variable valve timing and wideband sensors from the factory. If you put 93 in this, it makes more power than 87. Same for 85. So we're gonna test all that for you and show you guys. Out back, same wheel, 18-inch Chrome Boy. But now we've got Blackhawks, and these are the Hind H. HT01.
Okay.
Okay. 275, 65, 18s, the factory size. They are quiet. Don't worry, we're gonna talk to our boys at Firestone and get this thing right. This is not what I want for the truck. And that's the biggest issue, Craig. Off-road, well, these might be quiet on the road, but I can tell you in the rain, these are already gonna slip. We do have a rear locker on this, and I'm not gonna waste that with bad tires. That's the most important thing on a truck. Now, Craig, it's not completely Dad's truck. She's got a little party under her hat, FX4 Off-Road. What that means is you get a sticker on the side of your bed. You get a skid plate, and then you're defaulted to a locking rear diff. You can pick your gear ratios from there. This one's a 355 ratio, which I prefer. The base rate is a 331, which I would legitimately not buy one of these in 331. The Coyote needs a little more sing on it, so that was on purpose. I would have preferred 373, but those are unobtainium. The original price, $52,835. The only options on it are the 302A package. The 5-liter V8 was a $2,000 option. The gear ratio for the 355 with the locker was $50 in the back. Voice activated navigation, which does work without cell signal. It has an actual antenna. That's kind of nice to have that functionality if you needed it, even though it's really out of date. That was $800. And the most important option, Craig, that I care the most about here is the 36-gallon fuel tank.
Yes.
That means the range on this thing is just under 700 miles.
Let's go.
That's insane. And now I did a highway test on the way back from the dealership, and I got a legitimate 22.5 miles a gallon without even thinking about it. So there is that. We do have a couple of things here. We have the XLT power equipment package. That gives you the power sliding rear window, an embed LED light system, and then some power outlets kind of everywhere. You also have a center console, which we'll show you in the middle, and the inside in the middle. So it's equipped well. What did I pay for it, Craig? That's the question.
Not 52.
13.8.
Not bad.
Not bad. It is a 2019, so it is 6 years old as of the filming of this episode. 154,000 miles. This is actually the lowest mile vehicle I have for myself.
Fair enough.
So there's that. Yeah, it's fine. I'm happy with it. Now out back, Craig, we do have the reverse sensing system, which is pretty funny. There's something on this truck that's making it go off more than it needs to, and it's this hitch.
I was gonna say, it's gotta be the hitch.
It's the hitch. And so it's funny, the salesman was like, hey, it comes with that thing too. I was like, oh man, I was hoping I would get that. It was in the original photos. Yeah, if you've seen Matt's off-road, the Pendle hitch is what you want.
Oh yeah, baby.
I figured out why it's still here though.
Why?
You see this pin?
Yeah.
There's no key for this pin.
Oh.
So I'll be hacking that thing off.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
see what you mean. Okay.
So the kind dealership, which they were great to deal with, is Clay Cooley in Arlington, Texas. Actually, really good transaction.
Okay.
Out back, because trailer tow package, 7-way, 4-way flat, And that's about it, except this exhaust pipe over here makes some noise. You wanna hear it?
Let's hear it.
All right, Craig, from the cab, it sounded like a very heavily muffled Gen 3 Coyote. What about it back here?
A little raspy, I like it.
I'm okay with that. Let's check it out. All right, boys and girls, I wanna give a quick shout out to our members. We've got members that have supported this channel for a long time now. It helps us keep our GoPros going and a lot of coffee on our road stops for all the filming that we do. As a thank you to all members, I want you guys to shoot me an email and I'm gonna send you stickers just like this for your vehicle and your truck. And if you join today, actually join, let's say in the next month, we're gonna send out a sticker to anyone that joins. It's 99 cents a month to be a member. That's it. We just wanna say thank you. All right, boys and girls, it's time for the power hour. You ready? Look at that, factory hood struts. I like that. I do like one thing about this truck, Craig. It's that it's a 150, not a Ranger, which means it hasn't been watered down with features. Kind of gives you the good stuff out of the gate. So crazy if that's the case, but it is the case. 395 horsepower, 400 some odd foot-pounds of torque, Coyote. It's amazing. It's my favorite engine in production today, even today, 6 years later. My favorite V8 in all the trucks, and I like the V8 more than anything else. Honestly, the EcoBoost.
And Ford never got rid of it like Dodge did.
Exactly. Dodge had to do this return like, oh yeah, we're back. Well, why'd you leave in the first place? You know, Ford built enough EcoBoost that they can still sell this. And look, the EcoBoost is great. It is a objectively better engine than this. My wife has one in her Expedition. It's faster than this for sure. It makes better numbers. In my experience, this gets better mileage because I just drive NA motors differently. I get heavy in turbos and I get addicted to the torque, and that's a me problem. But really no complaints with this other than it sounding like a diesel idle sometimes. That's just what these things do. And that's because there's 4 cams. And they're twin independent variable valve timing, which is super high tech when that thing came out. Pretty wild powertrain. It's paired to the debatable 10R80 transmission and a 2-speed transfer case without auto. If you go to the Lariat, you get the auto transfer case. This is just a 2-speed high-low with a locker. Now, about the 10R80, I debated on this a lot. I almost got an older truck to get the 6R80, which I've owned a 6R80 and had 0 issues with. This one so far has been fine. We'll see how that goes over time.
All right, Brian, let's check out the 2019 F-150 long-termer for the new Texas Truck Channel fleet. And Brian, before we do anything else, most importantly, Brian, Texas edition.
Yeah, boy.
Because it's Texas Truck Channel, am I right?
It is.
Look, we've had vehicles before in the really old fleet before YouTube existed called the Dodge Texan.
Yes, we
1956
have.
Dodge Texan. I like vehicles that have states on the side. Let's freaking go. That's all I'm saying.
Love it.
So open it. Oh, okay, it's very heavy and not damp. Brian has not told me anything about this truck. This is my first go through in it. This does have the, it looks like this is aftermarket line. Maybe it's factory, I don't know.
I think it, I don't know. There's not a label anymore.
Hard to tell. I'm thinking it's aftermarket just because it's so heavy. This is a heavy
well, but it's an
tailgate,
tailgate, so it shouldn't be that
aluminum,
bad.
so it shouldn't be that heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. But so I think it might be aftermarket. We do get the button for the LED lights in the bed. I like that you can just right there. You hit the button. The old trucks you'd have to go in, turn it on,
That is
come
nice.
back. And that's it. Look, Ford figured out. Oh, hey, you're in the bed. You need the lights there. That's a good idea. They've done it.
Yeah.
Moving on back, there's plenty of room. Look at this 5.5 foot bed. We get tie downs in the middle up front and in the back, in the rear. That's probably kind of split the difference up here. Would be nice if there was one in the, a little lower and one high, but you know, there's always a compromise somewhere. This every truck manufacturer does. They make compromises.
You know what the thing is about this? The reason why, Craig? I can reach over and easily get to the mid.
Sure.
It's hard to get the bottom. That's probably what it is. That's what I'm going to say for the sake of the episode.
Sure. Yeah. All right, let's check out the rear seat of the F-150. And Brian, it's just like all F-150s we've ever seen before. It's great. Let's start with the door panel. Not padded because it's XLT, it's not Lariat, but we do get the best door handle pull in all of history because your phone fits there or tablet or whatever it is you've got, it fits. Then you get another little compartment below that and a big pocket down below for water bottles and, well, probably a bunch of toy crate because it's a dad truck.
I've already got some over here.
Okay, and then let's get into the actual seat. This is a split seat so that it folds 60-40. I like that. So if you got a car seat in one side, you can still just fold the other side up. That is actually huge. It comes in handy a lot. So, and then you get a little cubby bin back here for tools, or this looks like the jack handle is what it looks like. But plenty of room underneath this seat. So you pull a little strap, it goes back down.
Single-handed.
Look, you can put stuff under here and it's great.
This is legitimately my favorite second row of any truck on the market. Ram's a close second, but they're just not quite as just wide open. The 60-40, fold it up, Craig. Yesterday, I had coolers in here and a rolling wagon for the baseball game yesterday, and then Henry sat here.
Well, this right here
No
is,
problem.
This is why F-150, or I'm sorry, this is why half-ton regular cab trucks are just so versatile, especially
Totally,
the F-150.
Totally.
So,
and then I keep my toolbox open at all times, and you never know it's there. It's under the seat, clean.
right, very good. All right,
Taylor doesn't do that for you.
let's check out the actual seat itself. Plenty of room. I'm sitting behind, I assume Brian.
Yep.
I'm assuming I'm sitting behind Brian, and
Yep.
I'm 5'9", he's 6'4". Look at this. This is a lot. That's a lot of room.
Yeah.
I can literally sit like this if I wanted to go somewhere. I have plenty of headroom. And Brian, we have rear AC. I know this is a big contention. You looked at other F-150s that didn't have that.
Because I like a bench.
We'll see the best compromise we have here. We'll get the front row, I'll show you what it is, but you got this and something else you got up front, which is hard to get with this. We do have dual USB-A, and we have a old school cigarette lighter, and then an actual, wow, just a standard plug. That's nice. That could be handy for charging tablets and things like that.
That's what this power inverter is for.
There you go.
So you have a plug here and in the front.
Very good. And then last but not least, the one criticism I will have of the F-150s back here in these particular trims and below, you don't get a folding center armrest. I do wish you got that. You have to go up in the trims to get that. And that is just kind of part of it.
That is annoying, but unlike older versions, which we've owned, Craig, you can actually fold this down with a lever. The older ones, you couldn't do that, and now you can get to your tether for a car seat if you needed to, which is nice.
That's really nice. Or when you're overlanding, you can fold that down and actually have flat storage. You know, Toyota makes a big deal about that. Ford's been doing it forever and never even said anything about it. So Brian, you get in here to see if you fit. That's important. And it works.
These
and
are
the reason
so
it works
comfy.
because we don't have a big moonroof.
The 11 to 14 F-150s with a sunroof had just a roof in the front.
Right.
So it didn't murder your headroom in the second row. When you get a sunroof in this generation, it becomes a dual pane.
Yep.
Which is beautiful to look at in a brochure.
Sure.
And the second row is like, oh, cool, I can melt here too, just like the front row. But then you deal with this power slide that takes up all the headroom.
Yep.
And
it's right where your head goes.
Right. And when you go through like a steep driveway, you hear the glass flexing. I just wasn't, I would not get a sunroof in this truck. It wasn't gonna happen.
All right, let's get into the front row, and we got the traditional Ford chime, which I gotta say is the most annoying chime on the planet. But let's talk about the door panel. We got a nice non-padded door sill up top. It's an XLT, it is what it is. And then you got a padded armrest with a proper door pull, best everywhere, and then plenty of space down below for water bottles or other gear. This is actually very functional, like that a lot. Brian, do you have a power seat over there? I'm guessing not.
I do have a power seat.
You do have a power
Yes,
seat. That's
I do.
impressive.
Yes.
The XLT, that's really impressive. Many don't do that. I assume it's just fore and aft. Does it even go up and down?
Up and down.
It even goes up and down.
Wait.
Okay,
And-
that's actually a pretty good
and
big
lumbar.
deal.
And lumbar.
That's, okay, look, most trucks don't do that.
This is the reason we didn't get an STX.
Very good.
Which I like the look of the STX, but man, I cannot have a non-adjustable height seat.
Okay, let's get in here. I want to show the little really secret thing that Brian's done here. He's done good here. He's done good. Let's gotta give him props when it's due.
Oh, thanks, man.
You got the center console. You got the rear AC, plenty of room down here, which is really nice for all your gear and accessories and drinks and phones and everything.
Stuff.
You know why you have so much room here? Because he's got a column shifter. Come on, let's go. It is really hard to find a column shifter with a center console because then you get rear AC.
Right.
A lot of times the column shifter comes with the bench seat, which is nice because then you can seat 6, but then you don't get the rear AC, which is kind of a letdown. So you actually made it a point, the rear AC you had to have.
Yeah, I talked to my wife about it and she's like, look, we just need it in the summertime. It's so hot here. Look, it's September and we're sweating right now without doing any exercise.
It's literally 100 degrees right now.
Right.
It's insane. So,
But I also told myself, Craig, real men use column shifters.
I mean, it's a truck. Trucks need to have column shifters and V8s. This has both. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's start it up and let's show the people what we get. Very good. We get the beautiful, look, I think this is the best combo. You get real gauges that you're super legible and you actually read. And then you get the center cluster that is actually functional and helpful. You can get all the different pages you need, off-road, whatever, all the goodies. That's really handy. And then you still get, I assume this is the 3rd gen sync?
Yeah, Sync 3.
So this is Sync 3, which is actually very usable, actually works.
Yeah.
It's really just not
no
problematic.
complaints.
You plug it in, you get CarPlay, all that fun stuff. We don't get dual zone climate control here, or auto, but you know, that's okay.
You know what's weird though? On the remote start, we do get auto.
That's really weird.
Yeah, so what it'll do if it's wintertime and you remote start it, it will default to the heater, and then in the afternoons it might default to AC. But you can't get auto as a user. It's really weird.
And then you also get, Ford just really thinks a lot of things through ergonomically. This is why the F-150 is the best-selling truck on the planet.
Yeah.
this is a comfortable space to be. So you can put this seat where you want it. Telescopes, yep, go in and out, up and down. Very good, I get it where I want. And then Brian, I don't want the seat any closer, but I can't reach the pedals. Not a problem. I can move the pedals. This comes standard on so many Fords, and that is really handy. You wouldn't think that makes a bunch of that big of a difference, but
Yeah.
you and I have long torso, short legs, and it comes in handy. Sometimes I need those pedals a little closer, and it's really handy to just move those up a little bit.
You and I have driven Fords like this and left the seat exactly where they are and just move the pedals back.
Just move the pedals. That's really nice. Because of that tow package, you get the, I'm going to say it, lame trailer backup. But no one cares about that, Brian. It is time to take it on the off-road hill test and 0 to 60 run.
Definitely 0 to 60 run. We got to get a baseline before we do anything to this truck.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
And we're at the hill test. It's time to actually take this thing up here. And this, oh, look, the hill's been chewed up a lot and rutted out. This is actually gonna be a pretty good test for the new long-termer of Brian's Daily. And I'm excited to see what happens here. And I'm really glad he's driving it because it's just a base XLT. There's no lift, it's got street tires, it's got running boards, it's got air dams. This is gonna be interesting. Brian, let us know what the plan here is. This is your Daily. This is not anybody, we can't give this back to anybody. You got to keep it.
Yeah, whatever we do to it.
So what's the strategy here?
The strategy is to treat it like a press car. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Send it!
Yeah, we're going to send it. So, I do have an objection to your intro. Do you not see the sticker on the side of my bed?
It does say FX4, I'll give you that.
That's worth something. All right.
Let us know, show us all what it's worth.
What it's worth is mostly this hill descent control button,
Okay.
which I want to ask the audience real quick. Craig brought this up earlier, and he's got a good question. Has there ever been a real world situation where you're like, man, thank God I had hill descent control and it saved me off the mountain? It's never freaking happened. So that and this are two features that are, if you need them, you shouldn't be doing that activity.
Okay, Brian, do you have any drive modes?
I do have drive modes. Let me show the people.
Okay, yeah, show them.
So because we have the superior column shift, the drive mode button is here and it's not cluttered up there, and I can't spill a diet soda in it.
Oh, so you
have
mean
a
it
warranty.
works?
It works, yeah. And it's just always going to work. So let's go to our modes here. We have normal, tow haul, snow and wet, eco, and sport, Craig.
Okay.
Which is the only one I've used. And for this test, really we only have snow and wet is the only off-road thing we can do. We're gonna leave it in normal.
I like it.
And I'm gonna use our old school method, Craig, of traction off.
Okay.
And I wanna see with no inhibitants.
Are you gonna see how far you get in two-wheel drive, then go to 4 high? You do get one more goodie. Don't you have a locker?
I do have a locker, yes.
Okay, so what's your plan?
For the sake of time, I'm gonna go up with a locker and see where it goes.
With two-wheel drive?
With two-wheel drive.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see how far we get up the hill.
Let's see how much these trail climber tires can do, buddy. All right, and here we go in two-wheel drive with the locker. This should be entertaining. That fan's working fast. I'm worried about the air dam here. We're gonna see. Okay, well, the locker's working. Hang on. Some more? Okay, the locker's definitely working.
All right, 4x4.
The Blackhawks back here are not doing as good as the trail climbers up front, I guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn the trail climbers on with 4 high. You know what's funny is I got home and didn't realize they're different brands. And also didn't care because I knew I was gonna change them anyways. And that's part of why I got it as cheap as I did.
Okay, locker's working, but you need the trail climbers to help you out.
I've turned them on. The 4H button has activated and deployed the trail climbers.
Let's see if four-wheel drive works in this one compared to the new Ranger.
That's a good point. We're not doing 4 low because I don't think we need it.
Okay. I think your issue's gonna be that
The air dam.
Air dam. Do you? How bad do you want to bend it?
I am prepared to take it off.
Made a difference. Okay, keep coming. Slow. You good? There you go. We're good.
Wow,
that was the hitch. The hitch.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you're fine.
The trail climbers work.
Okay. You're gonna bump the. You're good. Oh, you got it. Pretty impressive. It's I will say I thought the steps were gonna get hit, but they didn't.
I did too, actually.
They did not get hit, and really nothing else touched other than the hitch where we're going up because you have no departure angle.
Wait, has departure angle ever scraped on anything?
No.
Well, you heard it here first. Giant hitches that are stuck do that.
And this is the advantage in all seriousness. If this was a press truck, we may have stopped because that front air dam, you touched it pretty good, but it bends and it goes right past it. It didn't touch anything past that, so I wasn't worried about it. You didn't tear anything up.
Right.
And, well, it's better than a 2024 Ford Ranger.
Or, well, we'll just leave it there. There's others. We'll leave it there. I think it's time for 0 to 60. This is our baseline for future modification of the truck because you know we can't leave things alone. Let's get over there.
All right, Brian, time for a 0 to 60 run. What modes are we using?
I'm gonna hop over tow haul because in my testing just now, that was the fastest method.
And usually isn't all the cars, actually.
Especially
4 high?
with Ford. 2-wheel drive on all of them.
2-wheel drive on all of them?
Let's try 4 high, see what we got.
Okay.
I'm gonna load this one and see what it does.
Okay, I'm ready when you are. Hit it. Oh!
She's robbing power off that front diff.
Yep.
A symphony of success. What do we have?
We got a 0 to 60 run of 7.32 with me in the truck in 4 high. Brian, what did you get without me in 2-wheel drive?
6.8 without you in 2-wheel drive and tow haul mode.
Okay.
And that was without glazing the tires a little bit. I had to pull throttle just a pinch. I had to pedal it some.
Okay.
But not much. And these tires, I'll be honest with you, aren't very good. So the Blackhawks out back are, they're mid-hawks, what they are.
Okay, let me ask you this, Brian. As we wrap this episode up, the intro of this long-term tester. You said it before we did the 0 to 60 run. The 5-liter is not as fast as the 3.5.
Not even close.
It doesn't tow as much as the 3.5.
It tows 9,100 pounds, this one.
Okay.
And an EcoBoost and the equal trim is 10,005.
Okay. And it's, why get the 5.0?
Because that's why.
Okay.
Now, I'll take you back. So we talk about in the Ram SST versus Hemi.
Yeah.
You only get the Hemi for the sound.
Yeah.
I get this for another reason over the EcoBoost.
Okay.
I think its pairing to the 10-speed is a happier relationship than the EcoBoost and the 10-speed is. Now, the 2.7 in the 10-speed seems to be fine, but the 3.5 surges torque so much.
Yeah.
And this transmission has 10 gears with a locking and unlocking torque converter. So it has some CVT type adjustments it can do in application. And then with electronic wastegates, it can open and close a wastegate like that. And then you get these like herky-jerky sometimes. The NA-V8 is so consistent in how it delivers power, it just doesn't seem to have the same level of herky-jerkiness.
And it just sounds great. And
it's torquey.
And you can actually add a lot of power to the 5.0 is all I'm
Well,
saying
yeah.
down the road,
Look,
maybe. Stay tuned for that.
The 3.5 is an EcoBeast, we know. The Coyote with any kind of boost is just watch out. Just like watch your kids, lock the doors, like you're in trouble. It's killer.
I love it. All right, well, that's it for our intro of the long-termer 2019 F-150. We're excited to see what happens here. We haven't had a full-size long-termer.
No, that was another reason too. We've done all the mid-sizes we want to do.
Yeah.
The year of the mid-size or 2 years of mid-size is done.
All right.
They're awesome. I still keep a mid-size in the fleet. The LR3 will be that for now.
And there's not a new full-size yet, so we had to do something.
We had to do something.
Here we are.
This is the value move right now. And look, we looked at other brands. I did look at other brands. I was not getting what I wanted at the price point.
Right.
That's reality. And I've got a question for you. There's 2 ways to go with this truck. And we, the team, are conflicted, meaning Sam wants us to do something else. Should we boost this, keep it looking exactly as it is, and make it Pop's sleeper?
Do like that plan.
That can kill some Hellcats.
Yeah.
Or do we keep it NA, keep it super reliable, and make it a little more off-road friendly? Maybe some skid plates.
I do like that too.
Maybe a little lift.
Both really
maybe
good
some
options.
good tires. Something along those lines. I know which way I'm leaning. Maybe it's a lift. You tell me. Talk to you guys next time.
See ya.